Greetings, loyal minions, beautiful humans. Welcome to the Sci Show, the #1 ranked YouTube channel for people who actually listen to voicemail before returning a phone call. If that's you, I appreciate you. The Alliance tour continues, currently touring with Salt Overload, who have kindly changed the name to Sci Gets to Be Assaulted. We'll check the ranking as always, so just inside the top 1,000, similar to a few other alliances I've been in. Just a very chill alliance. Basically, like to keep things positive, all about equality, and kind of just an escape from the real world, so to speak, and trying to keep it fun rather than having it be a second job, which some of us definitely understand how that gets. Home of Salt Bomb, the self-proclaimed Mono Queen. So in honor of Salt Bomb, I am also monoing this week. It's been a long time since I've monoed a whole war. It's a good opportunity to discuss the differences between the board play and how you might be trying to win. It's not just a simple saying, oh, I've got yellow, I need all yellows. It's where you put those yellows and how you try to get the board moving in your favour. We have been matched with a slightly stronger alliance by the look of it, so things aren't looking great at the early stages. But let's jump into Mono Madness and see how we go.
Click the dragon, bro!
So first of all, huge shout out to Salt Overload for having me. It's always an honour to join these alliances and to be invited in. I can never put into words how much it means that people are asking me to come to their alliance just to visit, to raise morale, whatever it may be. So I really do appreciate it. We've got a red team here against Fergus. Generally, when you go mono, it makes a little bit of sense to just take the strong colour against a tank, because if you get 3 or 4 tiles, it can be a game over very quickly. But these 4 reds will all gain mana when Fergus goes off, so it's reasonably safe to be smacking tiles into him. I've then just brought along Nibbles as a very fast heal, different colour dragon, and I need to remember to click the dragon bro. But yeah, so we're going to get that fast heal off. That'll give us some lasting heal. I don't think they do have Fungustine who will steal it. The other reason for 5 reds is they do have 2 greens there, so also makes a little bit of sense from that point of view. Now we're just going to need to make Fergus go off. And hopefully we get charged up. We'll probably only get 1 on this round. We've got a couple. Not going to use him just yet. I'm going to try and get another red match. This move here. Yeah, we got 1 more red, which is nice. So I won't use my skills as yet. I'm going to get all my heroes charged. We can see there how quickly those 3 reds into Fungustine almost got rid. So now we do extra damage against the Mega Minions as well. So we're going to smack in with... I'm going to use Araminta first because she does increase the damage and she shouldn't kill those Mega Minions. But that'll just mean that Isidore then does extra damage as well. So we'll smack in. We should get some nice hits there. Well, that was annoying getting the extra Mega Minion on Fergus, but we should at least get 1 or 2 extra kills here. Yeah, so I'm actually just going to take Bramble. I don't care too much if Fergus goes off. He's just going to keep charging me up, so looking good. So yeah, I'll try to, hopefully I get a few good examples of different ways to play the board when you're going for mono. It's not completely different, but it's a matter of, you know, maybe trying to line up the tiles beneath the colour. So if I had all greens against Fergus, it's really just dumping as many tiles through the middle to try and get a green. Even if I've got a couple of green matches elsewhere, it's probably still worthwhile to, yeah, anyway, I'll try to get some examples and talk through that. But I definitely think there is a different way of playing which is more beneficial when monoing. It's not just as simple as taking all the colours that you're looking for. Oh, forgot to click the dragon bro. There we go. Click the dragon, bro, and then smack the crap out of him.
Don't mess with me.
I originally picked green for this team because I had Alyssa in the team who would weaken the Mega Minion. But kind of decided I didn't need two healers. Freyawaru dispels, which gets rid of some of the nasty stuff that's going on. The dodge, but yeah, I'm not 100% sure. We've got an off-color healing dragon. Freyawaru gets plenty of heals, so she does get up very, very quickly. So that was sorry, I didn't really talk through that move very well. I could have taken this particular green match here, but that would have actually moved the blue that I just used to get another green match, if that makes sense. So that's just a way of doing different moves that will give you different, like trying not to mess up a move by making another move, if that makes sense. Anyway, a bit late now to talk about that. Let's keep going. Got plenty of damage here, so we should be able to get some good whacks in. We'll get some defense down happening. Should have actually used Mara first. I will. Going to go this side to get the paralyze on. I'll probably get a few kills here anyway. Thaffa should hit like an absolute boss with defense down on, so we'll hopefully get some kills. Hopefully hit the right heroes, and there we go. We've got one. Not perfect there. It would have been great if he hit someone else that was low, but we do have a heal up. Now they've lost their healer, so we should be going okay. We've got the Mega Minion. Just a matter of getting some more greens in spots we need them, and letting the Mega Minion do its thing. That's why Freyawaru is so amazing. She just continually builds up mana as long as they have buffs on, so you don't even need to be getting tiles sometimes, and it just, it does a great job. Mega Minion's obviously still extremely useful, excuse me, on offense. When you get to this point where the board has dried up a little bit, especially on mono, but you've got a Mega Minion there just still doing its thing. Look, we'll take that. Also gives me a bit of mana. I don't really need to heal as yet. We'll just try to get some more greens with some ghosting. And there we go. We're looking fantastic. Actually is a little bit more difficult in mono. I've been trying to focus on building teams of, 3 heroes in a certain color that will kill. So I'm trying to do those sort of synergies and strategizing to then just blow all out of the river to go mono. It does make it a little bit more difficult depending on how you've built your teams. All right, going opposite color here, or the same color. Reason for that is just, again, there's so many heroes we can take that do slightly different things. I've got this is a new team I've been working on with 3 of these, which is Rat Grub. He's just going to get a shit ton of damage with all these yellows. Board not looking great, obviously. Satin Pimenter's got a Dispel. I didn't want to bring any moths, really, because that protects against mana, but that's okay. We've got backup plan of Astrid. I was going to take Sludges, but decided to go with Astrid to try and get a revive if needed. Yeah, so this is where there's not many yellow, so at this point it's basically just clear as many tiles as possible. You can always risk 1 or 2 heroes going off on the enemy team. There's not a heap of there's no really good cascades, but this purple and green will then lead this blue to go up to there. So we'll do that and see if we can magically get some yellows. I think with mono, it is a little more, take what you get sometimes. It's like, well, there's 3 yellows sitting there. I can't do much else with those. So it's probably a fact of trying to take them. Sometimes it's setting off heroes that aren't going to hurt you too much. So Diachan won't hurt too much. I could try and put that yellow there to group a few up. Having said that, now it's sort of messed up the other yellow move anyway. So these are the things to take into consideration with mono. Now I've got this stranded over there, so that was a good example of, maybe I should have taken those 3 greens first, 3 yellows first. Now, what will we do? I'm just going to clear a lot more tiles with that maneuver. It's just understanding that this side was a little less dangerous with a heal. I do have LeBlub who does destroy minions, so it doesn't bother me too much if costume Diachan goes off. I've got the off-color heal, so I might actually take that. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll get that next match in. And now we are looking at pretty good. We'll take Rat Grub. Take the Dispel in the middle. Big hit. Frank Fangs does well because Rat Grub gets the Mega Minion. So that means he's going to do more damage. And then we just smack everyone. Probably didn't need the heal there, but it's going to give me extra damage as well. So I'll use it to see. Yeah, there we go. Absolute massacre. Just taking the strong colour against the tank on this one to sort of show a slightly different way of winning with mono. Well, hopefully winning with mono. I've just got to the point I've just won 3. It's interesting when I record war hits because it gives me a bit of like, there's always that nervousness of, oh crap, if I do shit here, people are going to think I'm a fraud. And then once I win a few, it's like, whew, the pressure kind of goes off, but then it's like, oh shit, now I need to go 6 out of 6. I can't anyway. Beautiful example here. 3 reds straight into the tank. And we get 3 extra and it's done. And this is where rush can be over so quickly, especially here now that I've got the next match before anything happens for their team. And it's just over. I was actually going to go into this without a healer. I've got so many strong reds. But did end up taking the healer. So Guarded gives awesome flexibility in being able to target certain heroes. So look, I'm going to hit over here to Dispel first. This team also has a couple of veggies, which is going to help. So now I'm going to take, actually we'll take a Dispel over this side as well. And then we'll show Guarded. She's going to get a double hit on one side and a single on the other. So we'll take double hit over here. I probably could have just focused on taking out one full side. But what I've done now is I've done a double hit on Dark Lord. I've got Regin asleep. And I've still got my Guarded left. So what I can do now is actually focus a hit on River Fang, I think his name is. And I'm going to get a huge hit still on both edges, and they're asleep, so it's going to do even extra damage. So we'll just see what this does now. Hopefully kill all 3. There we go. So again, it's just understanding what those heroes do and the flexibility some of them can give you. And now it's just a matter of trying not to die to one hero, but he's going to have a Mega Fiend pretty soon. We're just going to smash the tiles. You don't need to hear me explain much now. There we go. So that's the strength of color matching against a tank. But again, it's not always the best thing to do. It depends what heroes are on the enemy team, how you're trying to counter them, all those sort of things. There's so many things to take into consideration. Or you just go mono and smash. Tough Team just respawned before we got the flip. So taking my blues, they're big on... Oh, God. Quite big on ailments. Yeah, that's about all I'll say, really. I've got a Dispel in case she does get a bit of Reflect up. Now I can see I've got 2 blue matches here, so I'm going to take those. There's not a single blue tile left on the board afterwards, but we just then work on getting some more in. Now, I'm not going to hit with Skyfire yet because they have some blocks on and a reverse, so now it's a matter of seeing where we can get some more blues. I am going to take... I could move that red across. It could bring 1 or 2 blues up the middle, but I think I'm going to go with the purple diamond just to give me a bit more flexibility. Now I can see I might be able to get a blue in here, so I will take that match, but it leaves me the flexibility of using that purple diamond and getting a lot of board rotation if needed. I will take that one to try and get a blue in the middle, which we did. So now we're looking a bit better. Take 1 hit, which isn't great, but I'll now get some more blues. Just calm down. I'm going to Dispel first. I'm going to heal. Now, who do we want to try and take out here? I think Sable. The right side is probably a little bit worse, so we're going to take the heal, then Dispel. Now we'll get some hits in. Might actually try and... yeah. So Skyfire puts Frost on, which is great, because then Vernix does extra damage, steals mana as well. I should be able to get everything happening. I could almost risk leaving those, but I'm just going to take the guaranteed kill on the Reviver. Now we can just ghost on that side. So again, that's where the starting board was not great, but it's just a matter of, again, when you have mono, and this may sound a little confusing, but sometimes you focus too much on the cover, and sometimes you need to. So when there's not many blues on the board, it was like, okay, I really need to think about, there's 1 blue here, I'm going to try and move the tiles around that to get blues, but other times you might just need to say, you know what, I need to focus on clearing as many of the other tiles as possible, because there's not enough blues. If there's only 4 or 5 blues on the board, then, you know, with mono, you have to understand the only way you're winning is those blue tiles. Now, whether it's blue tiles into a hero, or whether it's to get your heroes charged, you need that colour to win. And we can see here now it gets a bit slow. Even with only 2 heroes on the board, things can get a little bit worrisome when the tiles completely dry up. At least got a few more here, and into the red might be good. And we'll get a heal, take the hit. Now it's just a matter of cruising through. They've only got a healer left, so... yeah, I hope that's helped understand, because sometimes a lot of people... that mono is very divisive. Some people hate it, some people swear by it. I think sometimes it's a way of people thinking when their teams aren't strong enough or they don't have enough counters, it's just a matter of saying, okay, I'm going to go mono. But yeah, you can still then, you know, don't take your best blue heroes. As an example, I've got so much damage over time here with ailment, so it would be pointless taking this blue team, even though these are my better blue heroes. There's no point taking them against a team of glass who are going to reflect all those ailments back. So it's still... I think some people see mono as just blindly taking 5 heroes. It's not. Make sure you're still trying to match those heroes with the enemies you're going against and understand how you're trying to win. Whether it's taking the strong color against the tank, or whether it's damage over time, in which case you might need 1 or 2 healers to keep yourself alive. Understand how you're trying to win and then match your mono teams to that. So 5 for 5, I can be a little bit experimental here. This is a mismatch, just a mashup of yellow heroes. The enemy have 2 purples, so they've got a purple tank and a purple next to it. So this is literally just trying to take advantage of that and see if I can get the yellows into those heroes. There's a little bit of strategy, like Wolfston, even though he's Insanity, it's not a great Insanity team, but he can steal any buffs, so the counterattack or whatever else they've got going on. Ija was just thrown in there in case I didn't get anything. And yeah, his fiends can do some damage. But we can see here again, this is probably a pretty obvious move, but a lot of people might just instantly see 3 yellows into the tank, but we can clearly make a diamond here, which is fantastic because there wasn't many yellows happening. And we see, bang, 1 hit, the enemy's dead. The tank is dead from that 1 hit from the yellows, and I've got enough here to get everyone charged. It's not a great sort of kill team, this one, but we've got enough damage and enough things happening that we can definitely get what we need. So, I've got a Mega Minion that's going to give us some help as well. I mean, stealing the buffs is useless because Sludgess is going to override them. I won't use Sludgess just yet. I don't need her. I think these things have perfect accuracy anyway. So again, it was more so just for Gandia and the heal. But anyway, let's move on. Let's get some hits in. There we go. We'll take out that side with Shimmer or the Dangerous. I don't care too much about the Mimics. I'm going to put a couple of the Fiends over there. And now I think I'll just see what else I can get on the board. I don't need to hit with Auric just yet. I'll see what happens. If these Fiends kill that side, then I've got him left to hit on the left. Take the healers. There's a chance I'm going to start getting more yellows matched up, so I don't want to set her off. Oh, I was lucky. Click the Dragon Bro, as always. There we go. Those Fiends did, excuse me, did their things. We'll take the hit over here, and we've just about got what we needed. There we go. That's the differences in mono. I hope that helped for anyone who has thought of mono, or someone said, look, the roster's not great, you should try mono, whatever it may be. Just hopefully it helps you play the board a little bit differently and understand it's not just a matter of picking your 5 best heroes in a certain color. 402 all up, so got a little bit of a comeback happening, but 68 compared to 86. I think they're going to cruise away with a victory, unfortunately. A quick look at my defense. It's probably the same as it was last week, to be honest. We've got Fafa up front. Just so annoying. Hits hard. And with that revive, it's so hard. If you pick him off, he just comes back. It comes back with more mana. Interestingly, I have been fighting a lot of Thafas in raids. And again, there's little intricacies to not killing him straight away sometimes. Dump a few extra tiles into it to get its mana higher before you kill, because if you kill it with really low mana, it comes back with like 80%. So yeah, there's just little things that can make a difference. So I've done that a few times. I've held off on killing until it, because it just goes through a few more moves. You might be able to get extra heroes charged. That means if you kill Thafa, it comes back, you might be able to kill it straight away again, and just go through those lives. So Vernix is the same. Not the best on defense because you do want the extra hit if they already have Frost. So if you've got a hero in the middle that's giving Frost, then Vernix is a little more. But just, again, that revive is so annoying. They come back. We've got 2 veggies as well, which are giving the Fiends out, which means they need a lot of healing. I'd love to have a Fox on my team to lower the enemy healing. And then we have Freyawaru, who's just fantastic at building up a quick boost. So Dragon, I've got Stargazer, who gives a little bit of extra mana, which is always handy. I think I've got one shot once, and the other one took a couple of hits. So, but it'll be interesting to see whether they start struggling with it now, getting down to the nitty-gritty when any of their counters have been used. So there we go. A huge thank you again to Salt Overload, currently known as Sai Gets to Be Assaulted. which we know I do enjoy, being assaulted. Let me know what you think of mono. How do you use it? When do you use it? Do you hate it? Do you love it? Hope you're kicking ass in war. As always, if you enjoy what I'm doing, go check out my other stuff. You'll probably like that as well. Maybe subscribe. You know, that makes me all warm and fuzzy inside. So give your kitty a scritch for me. I've just scritched mine, trying to make her yell at me, but she's not. Have a bloody good one.